Piccadilly Gardens anyway, and it's kind of like the central hub of Manchester. It's where everybody starts, you know, comes in from the buses from different places, and Piccadilly train station as well, which is not far away. But I like this scene of Piccadilly Gardens. It's a kind of a modern Manchester today. Now it's a bit of a contentious area because of lots of crime going on, but it's not just crime. There's good things going on as well that the the council put on and stuff like that as well. So lots of good and, like everything in this world, is good and bad that happens, you know. So anyway, I'm just getting on with this. I'll just show you this, what I've done so far in a minute with the buildings. So I've done the buildings now. I'll just show you now, if you can see that. So I've just put some lines in, been working through that, just to get the buildings with some movement in the buildings and that. So that's where it starts. Now I'm actually going to make a start on my characters, which is a fun bit for me. So I'll start on the left hand side because I don't want to smudge it as I'm working across. So I'm looking at my characters now, and I'm going to see what I can do to create. Like I say, each character that I do is individual. There's no one character that's going to be the same on this. And like I say, the way I do it is called, what I call my croquis method. And I work from the paint that I've applied down already, which was done in a free-flowing style in an automatic way. I'll work on my characters. Now each paint, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking where I can place my marks, and it's an automatic way. It's not like really detailed that I'm doing, I'm just doing it in a nice free-flowing style. And there's some characters, like I say, the bits of paint that are on there, you work around it and it makes your characters stand out. And it's quite nice and pleasing when you see a face emerge from the paint and the inking, and it then gives them a character. Because I guess nobody in this world is the same. Everybody's all different. Like I say, it's a bit like automatic. You don't think about it, you kind of just place it down of what you think. Some of the characters you think, oh, that's a bit weird, but you kind of, it's different, you know. And it's a bit like, I don't know if you've ever seen like the African masks and things, for ritual masks and all that lot. Because like, you know, faces kind of don't have to be like faces. It could be like an emphasis of an eye or a nose or a mouth. And it doesn't have to be completely accurate, but as long as you get like an image, and it's kind of a bit like that as well. Quite liking these characters coming out now. This is a fun bit for me, bringing these characters, what I call bringing them to life, you know. And each bit of paint blob is different, you know. Some with specs on, some with not. And if you make a mistake, it could be a happy mistake that you've made, you know, so don't worry, it's about not worrying about what you're putting down. My characters are not perfect, I'm not building on perfection, because I think perfection's already been done. So if you think about Michelangelo, one of me, obviously he's one of the most, he's done perfection. Perfection has been done, and you can't, I suppose some people can try and improve on perfection, but I think it's already been done. Perfection has already been done already. So what I'm kind of doing is, like everybody, nobody's perfect in this world. I'm certainly not. I'm not perfect whatsoever. In fact, I'm probably one of the most imperfect people you probably know. And it's not about perfection, but there can be beauty in imperfection. And I guess, in a way, I think my artwork is it's not perfect, but I think it's got a bit of beauty to it, in my opinion. Whether I'm wrong, you know, I'm not an art critic, and I'm not, like this painting that I've been doing, I'm not saying it's the right way to do things or the wrong way to do things. I'm just showing you what I do, and I enjoy doing it. And that's what art, for me, art is all about. It's about enjoyment. You've got to enjoy what you're doing. If you enjoy what you're doing, then get on with it, you know. My art is for enjoyment, and that's why I do it, because I enjoy doing it. To get great satisfaction that I've produced a painting. I don't produce the paintings with a view to, you know, I'm going to get millions of pounds from them or anything like that, because that can't be, I don't think that's ever going to happen for me. But I do it to produce my art in an enjoyable way, and that's what I do. If something good comes from it and some people that get enjoyment from it as well, that's great. I mean, I've been with the artgallery.co.uk now for quite a number of years now, and I've sold, over the years, I've sold quite a few. I don't sell that many because I do it like a bit of a hobby for me, really. And I can't really survive on my paintings. That's why I've got to still work in what I'm doing now in the call centre. The job is it's a demanding job. What I work for the co-op at the minute. They've been brilliant. They've been helping with me this last year, getting through my stress, you know, and they've been very supportive. It's a very good company, you know, and I'm very thankful for them for helping me out, you know, and being so understanding. So, but like I say, this is the longest period I've been off work now in my whole life. And I'm hoping to get back to work as soon as possible, you know. Like I say, the job's a demanding job, and like I say, from my work stress collection years ago, the company that I work for they put too much stress on everybody, and it didn't help me really, and I kind of moved on to different companies. But I've learned to deal with, like the job that I do with, you get a lot of complaints in me for whatever reasons. Yeah. And it's about how to deal with that. And I kind of deal with that. I'm quite good at my job now. I'm doing that. So, got a few characters to do there, so I'll just get on with this. I think my wife wants to go out, do a bit more shopping. So, like I say, just doing a nice free-flowing style. I've got some nice characters sat on the wall here, so I'm just going to make them. think they're coming on quite nice, them characters. So we've got some characters that are sat on the wall here, so they're going to be quite close to this. So I'm just going to see what I can do. There's nice little bits of paint where I can follow, and it's like gives an impression of a mouth. This guy looks like he's had Botox. It's like when you're walking down the street, you know, you kind of don't notice every single thing. So what I kind of do is like a fleeting glimpse of people passing by, and because you don't notice everything. And when you take a photograph, you can then sit down and analyse it. What I try to do is, in the style of paintings that I do like a fleeting glimpse of people passing by or standing there, you know. It's like the buildings as well, you know, they're not exact to the photograph, and sometimes, you know, it's, you know, the building's like, obviously it's not correct and exact to it, but it's how I see it. This guy's got a backpack on. Like I say, I've not pre-thought these characters, they're just coming automatically. And you kind of, that's how I say they emerge from the paint, evolve and emerge from the paint, that's what I do. Some weird guys with googly faces on here. I like characters sometimes. Like cartoon characters in a way sometimes as well. Like I say, as I'm drawing it, it's nice and pleasing of what I'm doing. It's I'm enjoying what I'm putting down on the canvas, you know. Sometimes I don't know how they're going to turn out, these, you know. Well, a lot of times I don't know how they're going to turn out. It's just working the paint into something that's, you know. What I think it might be right and look right. Like there's like little knobbles of paint here which I can think is, oh, that looks like a hat, or that looks like a nose, or... And it's just going with the flow. And some of the characters turn out really weird. So I think my wife is trying to get in the kitchen at the minute. I'm halfway through this, so I'll just have to continue. You know what life's like. Yeah, Mrs. is always right. I say I don't have a studio. I've got my shed that working. I do my painting, and I come in here to do my characters because I can sit down and produce my characters in the way I want. Now I've done lots of paintings. I've done of Manchester and Salford, and they're all on my website, and you can have a look at them on my website and see the kind of style I do. You probably won't get the full impact unless you see one of my paintings close up to realise the kind of style that I do it in. Like I say, Lowry painted Piccadilly Gardens in 1954, and he captured it in full bloom when he was commissioned to paint it by the director of the Manchester City Art Gallery at the time. So he had a commission for that. Now I like Lowry's art. I didn't think, before university, I didn't really understand all the history of art or anything, but and I wasn't really educated in that. But when I went to university, I had an art lecture on Lowry, and it kind of opened my eyes to a lot of things, you know, because where I came from was from a commercial design separation artist point of view, as a commercial artist. So I wasn't really educated in all that at the time. I kind of, with my art, it's I have kind of been self-taught, because when I went to university they wasn't teaching me how to paint. It was just allowing me to be free and do what I wanted to do, you know. And that's what, even when I was in high school, everybody was following the teachers' ways of doing things, and I kind of just got on with doing my own stuff. And I don't know how I got away with that, to be honest, but that's what I kind of do. I do my own stuff, and this is a development over many years for me, and this is how I feel comfortable with it now. I feel comfortable in my style, and that's what you got to do, really. You got to kind of do when you're doing art. You know, you don't want to be so getting stressed out with it, because that defeats the point of art. My art's for enjoyment. As long as you enjoy doing it, then that's the main thing. Show you these characters once we've done them, and then my wife can have the kitchen back. Nearly there. Getting it. Like I said, although it's a free flowing style, there's still a bit of skill to it, you know, to get the characters that you want. But it does it in a free flowing style, like an automatic way. Like I say, I was saying it is for enjoyment, so I hope it's what I'm doing is giving you a bit of inspiration to actually tackle something like this. It's a big canvas, and a lot of people might be scared to do a big canvas, but I think this size is, for me, because I work in my shed, it's a nice size that I can work on. And it's about not being afraid to put down the the paint on the canvas. So even if you just give it a try, it might help you. You know, it might not suit everybody. You know, some people have OCD and all whatever, but it might not suit everybody in this style. But some people, they might really take to it, you know. And it might, you know, give you a bit more enjoyment, because rather, if you're getting stressed out, you get all stressed and anxious inside. This, for me, kind of, you don't feel stressed or anxious with it. You kind of a bit more free with it, you know. So now it's nice and free flowing. Like funny characters coming out of this. So I'm on my last couple of characters now, and then, like I say, my wife can have the kitchen back in a minute. And what I'll be doing is posting this online shortly, the video. Just kind of got a bit of a flick of paint and turn that into a nose. Right, so that's pretty much done with my characters and everything, so that's pretty much done now. So I'll just show you what I've done so far with my characters, see if you can actually see some of these on here. So we've got some characters in there that I've put on, and there's some really unusual characters coming through on there. That's that, and I'll show you the full picture. So that's the painting that I've done of Piccadilly Gardens. Okay, so the next stage is going to be varnishing the painting. I won't video that one. I've done how I did the varnishing on the Urbis painting that I've previously shown you. So that's it now. I've enjoyed doing that today. It's helped relieve me stress, let's put it that way. Now it's 2019, New Year's Day. And there's hopefully positive things are going to happen this year for me, and hopefully I've given you a bit of inspiration of how I do my artwork, and hopefully see if you can give it a go as well. So if you are feeling stressed out or anything, try and give it a try. If you don't feel it's right, then that's fine. I'm not telling you it's the right way to paint or the wrong way to paint. This is just showing you how I do my work. So that's it for me today. So my message to you guys is be positive, guys, and build on any good thing that comes your way this year. Okay, and it's been lovely speaking to you today, and be positive. These t-shirts are on sale, £15 on my website. So we've got a PayPal button. If you want to buy one, just let me know. Contacting me, that'll be alright. Well, all the best for the new year, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.